We have learned 4 ways to solve systems of linear equations, and I have listed them up here for us. The first way we learned was graphing. That's a visual way to see where our 2 lines are intersecting. We have learned 2 algebraic methods, substitution and elimination. And then lastly, we know how to put it in our calculator and use the RREF function. And so in this lesson, we're going to be learning a 5th and final way to solve systems of linear equations. And those involve determinants and then applying those determinants to something called Cramer's rule. So in this video, we're going to learn how to solve a 2x2 determinant. So here is your formula for a 2x2 determinant, and you can tell you are looking for a determinant because of the notation of these bars. When you have a matrix kind of has those hard brackets. Okay, your determinant just has these 2 bars. So you know determinant from a matrix. And so to find the determinant, it always has to be a square. So it's got to be 2x2. We're eventually going to learn 3x3. You could do 4x4. Okay, but they have to be a square to find the determinant. And so if you have a determinant A, B, C, D, and so those are all numbers, to find the determinant of this 2x2, we would cross multiply here, and we would do A times D, and then we would subtract the product of B times C. This is part of that formula. So you're multiplying A times D and subtracting the product of B times C. So in our first example, we're calculating the determinant. It does matter how you cross multiply. You have to start in this top left corner. So here we'll go A times D, which is 3 times 1. Subtract, because that's what our formula says. And then B times C, which is 5 times 2. And then just solve. So we'll have 3 minus 10. So the determinant here is -7. Determinants are going to have a 1 number answer. On 2, we're going to solve for it. Well, let's change that to y. Let's solve for y. And I can solve for y by finding the determinant because I see that it has those bars. So if I follow my formula here, we're doing A times D. So we have y times 3 minus from my formula, and then B times C, which is 4 times -1. And I know that when I multiply this, that the determinant here needs to equal 22. So this equals 22 here. So now simplify and solve. Y times 3 is 3y. -4 times the -1 is a positive 4. We will subtract our 4. We get 3y equals 18. Divide by 3, and we get y equals 6.